The Caterpillar D11 Bulldozer, a true giant in the world of heavy equipment, was born in 1986 and has made a massive impact on construction and earth moving. Let's explore its incredible story. Ever wondered how a colossal Caterpillar dozer like the D11 came to life? Well, today we're spilling the beans on its evolution, power, and jaw-dropping feats. So, if you've got a passion for machinery, you're in for a treat. The Caterpillar D11 Bulldozer, commonly referred to as the D11, regardless of which version we're discussing, is an iconic and super powerful machine in the world of heavy equipment. Introduced to the market in 1986, the D11 was developed to meet the growing demand for large-scale earth-moving and construction projects. This colossal dozer has since become synonymous with earth-moving prowess, and its evolution over the years has seen remarkable improvements in terms of power efficiency and operator comfort. Planting in California's wet soil was a major challenge. Benjamin Holt, an individual who went his own way, tried to solve this problem. At the time, the mining, building, and shipping industries heavily relied on railways. Holt realized that his company couldn't expand as long as their tractors depended on the ground. He spent years perfecting an entirely new alternative to wheels to get his gigantic tractors moving. Holt had the mechanics take off the back wheels of his 40 HP Holt JR, steam traction engine, and replace them with a set of rails he had developed. Each shoe on the track was made from a 3x4-inch hardwood plank that was attached to a seemingly limitless chain. The mechanism redistributed the load of the machine onto rollers fastened to an auxiliary frame. With this new patent, the tractor's marketability increased, allowing for a wider range of applications. Benjamin Holt nailed down the trackside market. The D11 potentially utilizes a similar but more advanced track system. Benjamin Holt deserves credit for inventing the crawling undercarriage, but he didn't invent the dirt-pushing blade that turned these tractors into dozers. That patent is in the names of a farmer and a draftsman, James Cummings and J. Earl McLeod. These men worked together in 1923 to create a blade that could be mounted to the front of Holt's tractors. Holt Manufacturing and CL Best Tractor Company merged 2 years later to form Caterpillar Tractor Company. Among those are the U-blade, the S-blade, and the SU blade. There were a plethora of vendors peddling tailored blades for Caterpillar track tractors. However, the corporation started making its dozer blades in early 1945. Recent models of this particular dozer have a rear bottom blade angle of 29.3 degrees with respect to the ground. The clearance angle further enhances the grading and loading capabilities of the blade. In comparison to its rivals, the D11 offers numerous benefits. With the D11, the main frame is cast from high-strength steel, providing overall structural support and dampening impact, shock, and bending stresses. Caterpillar uses vision-enabled welding robots to precisely measure the quality of welds. Once the frame is completed, the engine and transmission are attached. Back in the early 80s, the dozer dominating the earth-moving industry was, without a doubt, the Caterpillar D10. Released in the late 1970s by Caterpillar, the D10 became an instant hit on the market. But mining contractors all around the world soon begged for something bigger and more powerful. So in 1986, the Caterpillar D11N was introduced to the market as a replacement for the D10 model. Caterpillar designed this bulldozer to handle the most challenging tasks in the construction, mining, and quarrying industries. It was engineered to move vast amounts of material efficiently, making it an essential tool for large-scale excavation projects across the globe. The D11N had some major improvements over the D10. It includes a bigger track and blade and a longer track by 21 inches. The U-blade was just under 21 feet long and 7 feet high, which increased the blade capacity to 45 cubic yards, aka 34 cubic meters. The D11N weighed 200,417 pounds or 92 metric tons. A 770 horsepower V8 diesel engine powered it. These improvements made it over 10% more productive than the D10 in 1987. In 1987, a hydraulically powered impact ripper was added to the D11N, which raised the weight up to 102 metric tons. This would become known as the D11N impact ripper. The D11N held strong for a decade, but in 1996, Caterpillar introduced the D11R and D11R Carry Dozer at the Las Vegas Mine Expo show. Improvements made to the D11R included fingertip controls and electronic clutch and brakes. The fingertip controls, also called FTC, allowed the D11R to be steered with small fingertip clutches on the left-hand side. The D11R now weighs 104 metric tons. The carry dozer version has a special blade with a curvature that allows 57 cubic yards or 43 cubic meters to be pushed. This blade design was introduced by Komatsu on their D575 dozers in 1995 as the Super Dozer version. Once again, the D11R remained a major player on the earth-moving scene for more than a decade until the D11T was introduced back in 2008. The D11T and D11CD were both powered by the CAT C32 engine. The D11R and the D11T differ in the configuration and layout of their operator controls. Several levers have been changed into electronic switches, and several controls have been moved for increased visibility. Another difference is that the D11T has its exhaust mufflers closer to the front of the cab, similar to the D10T. They stand taller than the ones on the D11N or the D11R. A few years ago, Caterpillar introduced a new version of the D11. This time, no letter was changed, and the dozer was named D11. That's it. The specifications between the D11T and the new D11 are minimal, as the dozer may have reached a certain level of perfection, as usually reported by operators all around the world. In the world of bulldozers, the D11 is the heavyweight champion of the ring. The price of this machine is also something you may not know about. As of 2021, the maximum price tag for a D11 was just about $2.9 million. With current inflation, expect to spend more than $3 million for a fully loaded version. Throughout its evolution, the Caterpillar D11 has been at the forefront of innovation in the construction and mining industries. It has consistently set new standards for power efficiency and operator comfort. It is by far one of the most achieved machines out there, and it is reasonable to expect the D11 to remain in CAT's lineup for the foreseeable future. It is a fascinating piece of engineering. The R&D team at Caterpillar has made a lot of improvements in the new D11, some subtle and others more immediate. Evident changes in engine and transmission software and updated componentry, for example, boast fuel savings of up to 8%, which is huge when you're talking about the volumes of fuel consumed in a bolt-push application on a double-shift roster. One key factor in the improved fuel efficiency of the D11 is the load-sensing hydraulics, which improves efficiency and reduces energy loss. Variable displacement piston hydraulic pumps constantly vary their output to meet the needs of the task or operation, meaning less wastage and improved sensitivity when it's needed for finer operations. An overall increase in weight also makes the new D11 more stable and improves traction. The CAT D11 dozer is a powerful machine designed to enhance productivity and reduce costs and dosing operations compared to its previous model. The D11 dozer also employs load-sensing hydraulics that provide more power to the dozer. This increases responsiveness and fuel efficiency, ensuring optimal performance. The dozer integrates advanced technologies, making it a smart machine that enhances operator awareness and productivity by leveraging these features. The CAT D11 dozer aims to maximize the efficiency and productivity of dosing operations while minimizing costs and fuel consumption. With its wide track width of 710 millimeters, the CAT D11 dozer achieves remarkable stability gripping the ground with unyielding force. It confidently marches forward at a travel speed of 11.2 kilometers per hour, plowing through obstacles in its path when the need arises to reverse its colossal might. The CAT D11 dozer shifts into gear, reaching a reverse travel speed of 14.7 kilometers per hour, showcasing its versatility and agility. The CAT C32 engine manufactured by Caterpillar is a testament to their commitment to excellence. In the realm of colossal earth-moving machines, the CAT D11 dozer stands as a true titan, ready to reshape the land with its immense power and capabilities. At the core of this behemoth flies the legendary CAT C32 engine, a force to be reckoned with. With its unrivaled power, immense weight, and meticulous engineering, it stands ready to reshape the land and conquer any challenge that lies ahead, whether on the vast expanses of a construction site or the rugged terrain of a mining operation. The CAT D11 dozer is a true force of nature, a testament to human ingenuity at the pinnacle of modern engineering.